Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, قَوْلٌ مَعْرُوفٌ وَمَغْفِرَةٌ خَيْرٌ مِّن صَدَقَةٍ. Subhanallah. يَتْبَعُهَا أَذَى وَاللَّهُ غَنِيٌّ حَلِيمٌ. What is Allah telling us here? He says, قَوْلٌ مَعْرُوفٌ. He says, kind words. You see the opposite now to what we were talking in the first khutbah? Sarcastic words, defaming people, insulting people, abusing people. Even if with your face, you swell your face, you didn't say anything. Everything put together in that package. Yeah? Allah says, kind words are better than sadaqah. Allahu Akbar. Look at how many violent virtues that the Quran and the Hadith speaks of sadaqah, charity. Volumes of lectures we hear on sadaqah and charity. And here Allah is saying, khayrun min sadaqah. He says, kind words are better than giving sadaqah. And when you give sadaqah, then you insult the people that you give sadaqah with. Allahu Akbar. Yatba'uha adha. Subhanallah. And this is a disease also of today's time. You give a man a job, well, you got him hostage for the rest of his life. That poor guy gone through. He's your slave now. He's working 8 hours for his salary, but he becomes your slave. A man comes to America, you help sponsor them to give them a what? A green card? Well, Allahu Akbar. That's the end of that green card. It's no more green card, it's stop card. His life has come to a stop. He is at your beck and call. You sponsor your wife, you sponsor your husband, well, oh boy, they're also on your beck and call until they get the green card to go. Other than that, till they get that green card, they're on stop. Yeah? That's what Allah is talking about. خَيْرٌ مِّن صَدَقَةٍ يَتْبَعُهَا أَذَى. That you help someone with a green card, you help someone with a job, you give someone sadaqah, you help someone with zakat, you give them a help, you help them in some way, but you insult them, you abuse them, you put them down, you make them inferior, they're always at your beck and call, you expect them to be your slave. Haram. Allah is saying, it's better you be nice and talk nice and smile with somebody than you give them zakat and sadaqah. And then your attitude and our ways and mannerism with these people have them into an inferior, complex world like slaves. Allah is saying, not at all. Oh yeah, this is serious. Do you know why in Islam, when you give someone sadaqah or zakat, you cannot tell them, Are bhai, this is sadaqah. Are bhai, this is zakat. You're poor, you're catching real trouble. You're seeing the hell. So I want to help you. You don't tell a person that. You say, brother, how are you doing, brother? Say, brother, how are you doing, brother? Give them a gift. This is a gift from our family to you. You don't make that person, even though the person is poor and the person is in need, you don't tell the person, I'm giving you this because you're poor and you're in need, just to make them feel bad. What about treating them badly after? What about reproaching them and telling them all the time, I give you zakat, you're a beggar, you're nobody? Listen, people do that, eh? People do that, eh? People do that all the time. So let's get into the other 2 verses about that now. Hear what it says. Just because, we're in a serious time. Ramadan is coming all the year, all the time. A lot of us, Ramadan or no Ramadan, we live in America. You help people come by. You help them with their home, their car, their green card, their status, their job. This is a disease in America because a lot of people come and they need help. And the family members who got a few dollars and a good job and a little position, they help people, but they expect those people to be their stooges for the rest of their life. And that is haram. And I want to share that today in this khutbah. It's a whole different technical term. I'm sorry to be saying this, but 44 years of dawah, 61 years now, 64 Islamic years. I never understood these things when I was 17, 18 years studying, because I never experienced it. I never saw it. I never knew what it was like in a university. After living these ages and these years, decades, and going through the experience of people and hearing people's problems and people cry and people trouble, like, oh gosh, you mean your blood brother did that to you? You mean your blood sister gave you zakat and insult you and call you a beggar after? Oh Allah, how worse could it be? Your blood brother helped you zakat and sadaqah and then call you a beggar? Your blood sister did you that? Hear what Allah says about that. Your zakat not accepted, no reward, no blessings. Let's talk some serious business here from the Quran. See, people think this is a joke. And this happens a lot in America. It happens all over the world. It happens all over the world. It happens all over the world, especially America. Where people think they got a bigger car and a bigger job and a better something, so they pass on people that they help. You have no authority to do that. When you give zakat and sadaqah for somebody, you give that zakat and sadaqah because Allah gave you and Allah told you to help those who need. So you did it for Allah. And your blessings is for Allah. You don't go tell the man you help, well, you know what, I gave you zakat and sadaqah, I need you to do this for me. I need you to pick up my kids every day. I need you to do this. I need you to go here. Oh, no. That does not go with the package. Then you lose the blessings of the zakat and the sadaqah and the charity and the goodness that we think we did. So be careful. But this happens a lot. And we lose all the blessings. Hear what Allah says in these 3 verses Allah put together in the Quran. 3 verses. 262, 263, 264 in Surah Baqarah chapter 2. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. 262. Alladhina yunfiquna amwalahum fi sabilillah thumma la yutbi'una ma anfaqu manna. He says, and those people, there's a positive side now, those people who spend from what Allah has given to them in the path of Allah, help people, dawah, Islam, masjid, poor students, poor brother, poor sister, poor people, those people who help masjids, people, everybody. Right? ثُمَّ لَا يُتْبِعُونَ مَا أَنفَقُوا مَنَّا. And they do not reproach people whom they help. Oh, I give $10,000 to that masjid, Oh, I spend $100,000 in that masjid, Oh, everybody need to respect me and honor me and because I'm the one. Idiot. Allah gave you that money. You're doing your duty back to Allah because Allah can take everything if He wants. Remember, we always say, we got to give out of how much Allah has given to us. Allah gives us 10 million, you got to give out of the 10 million. Don't give out of 1 million. And when you give, don't say, I gave that masjid, I gave that school, I helped that brother, I helped that center. No, haram. Haram, we're talking real business here today. Haram. Don't waste your money and your time and then you get no reward for it. Allah says, and those people who do not remind people and reproach people of their generosity, wala adha, and do not belittle them with injury, hurt them, hurt their feelings,